Welcome back to Chipmunk Crafting Corner. Thank you so much for everyone waiting for us to start making videos again, and thank you so much for everyone that has subscribed. We are doing so well on our website, and we couldn't be happier with it. We had a lot of rough times the last year and a half in my family, and we had to take some time off, but I'm all ready to get back into crafting and helping learn new things and sharing and just having a good time. Thank you for everything. Today we're going to be using Transar Dream True Heat Transfer Paper, and it's actually a printable vinyl. And I actually ordered this from Walmart.com, and it came in the mail, and it came with 15 sheets. You can do a lot of projects with this. And the iron-on vinyl is very, very easy to use, and you don't have to reverse your picture when you print on it. For my first project, I'm gonna print my apron. And I've already got a sheet printed out. And here we go, Chipmunk Crafting Corner. And I'm gonna show you how to iron this on so we can get started with our video. I've got my apron laid out on my ironing pad. I'm gonna iron it out nice and flat before I put the iron-on vinyl on. So let's give it a nice press, get the wrinkles out. I got my apron from Walmart.com too. And if you get onto Walmart.com, they have a lot of more things for crafting that you can't find in the store. So just type in what you want, look it up on Walmart.com, and you can even compare prices. Here's my printable iron-on vinyl. And I don't need to reverse the picture or anything. I just printed right on the vinyl side. The other side has writing, so make sure you print on this side. And then I'm gonna kind of rip it here a little bit to get the vinyl started so that I can peel it off. And take your time with this. There we go. And let's get it centered on my apron. Right where I want it. In the package of iron-on vinyl comes a piece of Teflon paper that you lay over the top of the picture to iron on. I'm gonna lay that, make sure I cover it all. And let's see how this works. Kind of hold it in each spot. Make sure it heats up real good. Now you should be able to wash this pretty good, but it's not recommended to put it in the dryer. And if the picture does start to curl up a little, all you have to do is go over it again with the Teflon paper to secure it down again. Okay, let's see how we did. And there's my beautiful apron with my Chipmunk Crafting Corner logo on it. Now we can get to crafting. This next part of my video, I want to show something kind of neat that I discovered. And this is a panel for painting. It's got canvas on one side and it's just a heavy board. And I have figured out that we can put iron-on vinyl onto a canvas like this. So I've printed out a picture of me and my sister when we were in the United States Marine Corps. And this was my graduation day, a very proud day for my family. And I wanted to make something special for her to hang on the wall. And I believe this is the only picture I have with me and my sister together on my graduation day from boot camp. So I'm going to peel this off and do something special with the iron-on. I'm laying this over my canvas, and I want it to go all the way to the top. And there's still an edge that's not covered on the bottom, but I can fix that after I iron this on. I've got my picture lined up. My iron is on high, and I'm gonna put this Teflon paper right over the top. And if you don't know what Teflon paper is, it's the same as parchment paper that we use for baking. Okay, here we go. We'll let this heat up really good. I really can't wait to give this to my sister. And there we go. I'm going to take scissors and I'm going to just cut the extra off the edge. Now there's a little on the bottom that didn't cover, and I'm going to use some of this vinyl to put on the bottom. I'm going to just press that little bit down here. Not bad. There, the bottom is not very noticeable. And don't we look great? This was so many years ago. Here's a picture that I did of my sister's mother-in-law. And sadly, we lost her about a month ago. And I thought I'd surprise my brother-in-law with a nice picture of his mother. So I've already ironed this on. I cut it out, and I ironed it on, but I want to try to do something special with this picture. This is a 12 by 16 canvas panel, and it's oval, just like the smaller one. And I'm gonna try to do a special frame for my sister's mother-in-law. I printed out some pretty tea roses to put on this panel, and then I'll put the two panels together and see how that works. I've got my roses all peeled off and laid around the edge of the canvas. I'm going to take my parchment paper and make sure you don't get the iron on the vinyl. And it's okay to overlap. Some of my roses are overlapped. Let's move it up here. I'm so excited to see how this works out. And if you find a piece that you still want covered, you can, from what you trim, you can also lay that on there and iron it on. Oh, that looks nice. That looks really nice. I have it all trimmed off, and I found one little spot right here that I missed. So I cut out one rose, and I'm gonna lay that on there. And we'll press that down. And let's trim that piece right there. I think I got it trimmed pretty good. Now what do you think of this? Isn't she pretty? Barry's mother's name was Margaret. I think she would have loved this picture. I think this turned out amazing. When I was thinking about printing photographs onto canvas with the vinyl, I came up with a neat idea. This is my grandparents, and this was from a old-fashioned print from a tintype picture. My grandfather was born in 1894, and my grandmother was born in 1898. And they would be way over 100 years old right now. And I thought maybe I'd print some of these up to make for hanging on the wall, especially for some of our younger family members so that they can remember our grandparents. I've got my vinyl picture all peeled off and ready to iron. Wow, that turns out so nice. Today we finished putting an iron on my apron so I can get back to work at Chipmunk Crafting Corner. We have our mother-in-law, my grandparents, me and my sister pictures. This has been a really fun video to make, and I hope we all see you back soon. And please, please, please like and subscribe and cheer me on so I can keep going. And we'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye.